Hello, you guys. Welcome back to our channel. If we haven't met before, I am Crystal Lopez and I blog at crystalandcomp.com. And this lady over here, she is my blogging strategy enthusiast bestie, Kelli Miller, and she blogs at 3boysandadog.com. And for almost 20 years, we've been making money on the internet by blogging. Let me just tell you that, okay?
Isn't that crazy? 2006 is when I started. Crazy. So I'm Kelli, like Crystal said. Together, we're blogging mentors, helping creators like you grow your platforms, connect with your audience, and turn your blogs into thriving businesses.
That's right. Today, we are talking about one of the most powerful tools in the blogging world, and it is part of our arsenal, and it is call to actions. The abbreviation for that is CTA. So when you see that, that's what it means.
And actually, just nitpicky, it is calls to action. Because it's multiple different ways to call somebody to action. It's not one way to call people to multiple actions. We don't want to confuse it. And I know this is silly, nitpicky stuff, but really I want you to think about it in your head that way, because you don't want to give them too many things, right? Different ways to call them to the same action. So calls to action is what's going to keep them from getting overwhelmed and confused about all the different actions that they may need to take. So CTAs, although we say it that way, even though they should be C's to A. But anyway, CTAs are the secret sauce that turns casual readers into engaged followers, engaged email subscribers, and even paying customers. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what a call to action is, why it's so important, and how to use it effectively in your blog posts.
That's right. And make sure that you stick around, because we are sharing a simple CTA formula that you can start using today to boost your blog's engagement and conversions. And trust me, you don't want to miss this.
So first things first, Miss Crystal, Ma'am Crystal, what exactly is a call to action?
Great question. A call to action, or CTA, is a prompt that encourages your readers to take a specific action. What do you want them to do? It could be anything from clicking a link to signing up for an email to downloading a freebie, leaving a comment, like and subscribe. What is it that you want them to do?
Yeah, exactly. So think of it like a bridge between your content and the next step that you want your audience to take. So without a clear CTA, your readers might enjoy your post, but leave without engaging further.
That's right. And here's why CTAs are so important. They guide your audience towards the actions that help grow your blog and your business, whether it's building your email list, increasing your sales, boosting your engagement. Calls to actions are the key to making it happen. That's really important that you understand.
So totally true. A blog without a CTA or call to action is like a road trip without a destination. Yeah. Might be fun, but we don't know where to go. We don't know where we're going next. Your readers don't know what you want them to do.
So what are some common types of CTAs that bloggers can use? Number one, the classic subscribe to my email list. That's perfect for building direct connection with your audience.
Number two, download my freebie. Get this upgrade, right? Get this free printable to go along with this article. Offering a lead magnet, a free printable, and opt-in, like a checklist, a guide, or a template, is a great way to provide value and grow your email list.
Next up is read more. This CTA encourages readers to explore related content on a specific topic on your blog, keeping them engaged and on your site longer. And it does lots of other things like prove that you're a guru and all of that. So
yeah, and then there's the classic buy now or shop this post. If you're selling products or using affiliate links, this type of call to action or CTA is essential for driving sales. You can't just put a product up there. You have to say, buy this now, get this here, shop this blog post, shop my kitchen, right?
That's right. That is right. And lastly, don't forget about engagement CTAs, like leave a comment or share this post. These are great for building community and for sparking conversation with your readers, and part of that like no trust process that we talk about.
So How do we use them effectively? How can you use a CTA effectively in your blog post? We talked about it a little bit earlier about why I want you to make the distinction in your brain about call to actions or calls to action, right? So tip number 1 is to make them clear, to make them specific. So instead of saying click here, say click here to download your free checklist. Don't just say click here. Why? Why am I clicking here? What am I doing? What is the actual action that I'm doing?
All right. Tip number 2, use action-oriented language like get, download, or let me rephrase that. Action words like get or download or join or start or grab, right? Create a sense of urgency and excitement. Okay. Tip number 3.
Place your calls to action strategically. Don't just stick one at the end of your post. Don't just stick it like an afterthought. Include it naturally throughout your content where they make sense. You're watching this on YouTube, which means you understand YouTube. People don't wait till the end of their video to leave a next button. They say, yeah, I talked about that last week. You can get that right here in this, right? They don't just wait till the end. They say where it makes sense, or they say, oh yeah, right down in the description, you can grab this free printable that I'm talking about randomly and organically in this video. You have to do the same thing in your blog post. You put them where they naturally make sense.
Yep. And tip number 4, make your CTAs visually stand out. Use buttons, bold text, or contrasting colors to draw attention to them.
And last tip number 5, focus. This is what I talked about. This is why I want you to think about it as calls to action, not call to actions. One primary call to action per post, because too many options, it's going to overwhelm your readers. So what do you actually want them to do from this post? You want them, what is the point of it? Is it to make them buy something? Is it to grow your email list? Is it to increase your engagement? What is the point? That is your call to action. You can have it multiple calls in that blog post, but one action, because you don't want to overwhelm them. So you've got to keep it simple and direct.
All right. So are you ready for that aha moment? Are you ready? Kelly, share it with me.
Yeah, I am ready. Oh, I'm doing it. Okay. So the secret to a great call to action, it's not just about what you say or how you say it or the color of your button. It's about the value that you're offering. Your readers are more likely to take action if your call to action, your CTA, solves a problem that they currently have or think they have, or meets a need that they have or think they have.
Yep. So that is the truth. We have been saying this for a long time. When you position your CTA as a solution, because you're the one that solves their problem for them, you're the one that is steps and steps ahead of them, it feels like a sales pitch. It feels less like a sales pitch and more like you are helping them with the next step of their journey, right? You're the guru, okay? And that's what builds trust. That's what builds engagement. And that's that whole like, no trust thing that we've been talking about, that we bring up over and over and over again. You have to position yourself as the person with the solution.
Yeah, and here's where it gets even better. CTAs are not just about conversions. They are about creating a better experience for your readers. When you guide them to what they need to do to the next step, you're helping them get more value from your content.
That's right. So that's why we love CTAs. They're not just a marketing tool. They're not just a way to grow your email or to get a subscriber. They are actually a way to serve your audience better. All right. So let's talk about some tips for CTAs.
So how can you start using CTAs effectively today? Tip number 1, always align your CTA with the goal of your post. In fact, it might not even be terrible to think about the call to action before you create the post, right? If your post is about meal planning, your CTA should be to download a free meal planning template. Or if it's a specific meal plan, a shopping checklist for that meal plan, or a recipe creation list for that meal plan.
Tip number 2 is to test different CTAs to see what actually is going to work best. Try changing the wording, try changing the placement or design to find what resonates best with your audience. So in our program, 6-Figure Blog Strategy, we have someone who's dedicated to looking at your opt-in, for example, and saying, here's why this is not converting, and here are the changes that you need to make so that you can get the conversions on your call to action for them. Okay. Tip number 3.
Tip number 3, use analytics. Analytics are extremely important. You've got to know how it's performing. Not just Google Analytics, but the actual email marketing platform or the opt-in creation platform, if you're using something like lead magnets, whatever that thing's called. You need that data to show which ones are driving the most clicks and conversions, and not just the most that people, the most percentage, I guess, the best percentage, because this one might be driving the most, but just because 300,000 people have seen it, so 1,000 people have signed up for it, doesn't mean it's the best one. If this other one, only 10 people have seen it, 9 of them have signed up for it, obviously it's a much better conversion rate. You just need to drive more traffic to it. So you really need to pay attention to that conversion rate, not just the number of conversions that it's getting.
Yep. And tip number 4, don't be afraid to be creative. Use humor, use emojis, use a little bit of storytelling so that you can make it more engaging. Don't be afraid to do that. And you're not going to know if it's going to work unless you test it out and try it. I don't know. Will emojis work more for you and your audience? Try it, test it, let it be seen by 100 people or 1,000 people, and then you'll know your answer. Okay.
Yes. CTAs, like anything else in this space, are all about experimenting and finding what works for your audience. So start with these tips, and you're going to see a big difference in how your readers engage with your content.
That's right. All right, friends, we want to hear from you. What is your favorite type of CTA to use in your blog post? Drop a comment below and let us know.
And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a new blogging tip. We come to you right now, twice a week, and are considering upping that.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. CTAs might seem small, but they are mighty. They have a huge impact on the success of your business. So keep experimenting. Like we said, testing, keep optimizing, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.